die twice, for not only am I leaving this mortal body, I am also dead while living, having wasted my life in material indulgence. Iha parakala dukala koyali man kaile aparamata. Forgot the tune. Okay? Jai. Shri Sri Prabhupada Jivanamritam ki jai. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Vaishnava Brinda ki jai. Guru Maharaj gives us the words of so many different great Vaishnavas. We can understand that, you know, this type of depth of realization is going on in so many places because this is reality and people are tapping into it, and it's, you know, the same kind of experience, but it's a Chintya Beda. It's also different. They have a different angle of vision, a beautiful, different type of relationship, and these pure Vaishnavas express that. Okay, so next, chapter 4, continuing, Bhakta Vachan Amritam. Who knows what that means? Bhakta Vachan Amritam.
The nectar of the devotees?
Words of nectar from the devotees. Vachan Amritam, words of nectar, Sri Bhakta from the Bhaktas. Pratikulya Vivarjanam. Who knows? Pratikula Vivarjanam.
Accepting the favorable? No.
Rejecting the unfavorable. Anakulyasya Sankalpa, accepting the favorable. We just did that chapter. Pratikulya Vivarjanam, rejecting the unfavorable. Okay, so Srila Sridhar Maharaj gives us an introductory sloka, full Sanskrit sloka. The principle to reject everything opposed to the service of the Lord and his devotee, and similarly abstain from everything opposed to the attitude of surrender, is known as pratikulya vivarjanam, rejection of the unfavorable. So everything directly opposed and everything that gives blockage to the attitude of surrender. Bhagavad Bhaktayor Bhakte Prapate Pratikulake Vivarjatve Nishchaya Prati Kulya Varjanam Uchyate. Kulya Varjanam Uchyate. Nishchaya Prati Prapata Pratikulakshe. Everything that blocks prapata, surrender, and everything that blocks bhakti, we want to try to avoid. So Guru Maharaj is opening the chapter telling us both things. What obstructs our service? Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay, so that's the introduction by Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and the first shloka, number 2, is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, and the introductory line from Srila Guru Maharaj, Pratikulya Varjana Sankalpa Darshaha. The ideal in the resolve to reject the unfavorable. The ideal in the resolve to reject the unfavorable. Sri Sri Bhagavatas Chaitanya Chandrasya. O Lord of the universe, I have no desire for wealth or worldly promotion, nor do I desire wife, family, and society, nor do I aspire for Vedic religiosity or mundane scholarship. The only aspiration in my heart is that in every birth I may have unmotivated devotion for you. So Shikshastakam, this is which number of Shikshastakam is this?
What's this sloka?
Third? Na dhanam na janam na sundarim.
It's like fourth, I think.
3 or 4, yeah, okay.
Yeah. 3 is Janada Pisaiji.
Oh, right, yeah, 4.
Fourth.
Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam vajagisha kamaye mama janmana jamanishvare bhavatad bhaktir ahoitu ki twai. Shri Shri Bhagavatas Chaitanya Chandrasya. From the Supreme Lord, Sri Chaitanya Chandra. Okay, next. We have introduction by Srila Sridhar Maharaj. This is number 3 in the chapter Rejection of the Unfavorable, the Words from the Devotees. Okay. A similar expression of the same ideal. Trapi tatayava. So this is from Kulishekar Maharaj. O Lord, I have no faith in religiosity, economic development, or sense enjoyment. May all these things come to pass as they are ordained according to my previous karma. But my earnest prayer is that birth after birth, I may have unflinching devotion to your lotus feet. Kulishekar Maharaj, a great Alwar. How many Alwars were there? 10? I think so. 10 Alwars. Anyway, Kulishekar Maharaj was one of them, and they were all coming before Ramanujacharya, and they spoke the local languages, but also composed in Sanskrit. This is a Sanskrit composition by Kulishekar Maharaj, who's a great king, and he's declaring his position as having no feeling of faith towards material activities. So that's interesting how he uses the word faith. Srila Sridhar Maharaj gives us this in his translation. Faith in religiosity, economic development, or sense enjoyment. So everyone is motivated by faith, and we're trying to develop our motivation of faith towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead in our eternal position as servants. And that's the natural position. That's why everyone in the universe has to act according to faith. No one can fully know. This we know. And this everyone knows who's a little developed in their intelligence. They know they don't know everything. And so all they can do is act according to faith, according to their particular position in the modes of material nature, and also in their development of surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So everyone is going on in that way. They have faith in the shelter of their house and their family and their wife and their husband and so many things like that. They have faith in that they'll get fulfillment through sense gratification. They have faith that if they go to church on Sundays, they'll be all right. They have faith that if they work hard in their job, they'll progress and become materially safe and situated. Everyone has faith. Everyone is driven by faith. And what is the product of that faith? Service. You have to serve. Everybody serves someone. No matter who they are, no matter where they are, they're subordinate and they render service. Because it's the eternal nature of the self, the soul, is to surrender. So here Kulishekar Maharaj says that all these things are coming to me according to my previous karma, good or bad, with connection with the modes of nature or not connection. It doesn't matter. The reality is that I want to be unalloyed in my service to you. What's happening in the realms of religiosity, economic development, and sense gratification are coming to me according to my karma, and I'm really not interested in them, even though they're there. He's looking to the shelter of his unmotivated serving attitude. So the material world is going on. This is our situation, where the material world is going on, our karma is coming and going. There's no stopping it, because we know from Bhagavad Gita that we're under the control of the illusory energy, who is Krishna's energy. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So these things are going on, and we have to realize that and try to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord in the midst of our going on in the balancing of our existence in this world. So Guru Maharaj has given us some indication that we have, in terms of our interaction with devotees and in terms of our interaction with our karma, we have relative considerations and absolute considerations. And the relative considerations are there, but they have to be properly prioritized so that the absolute consideration predominates. And everyone's involved in a balancing act. It's not easy. But we have to try to balance things in such a way so that we can go on in our service nicely and strive towards the goal of unmotivated service. That's our ideal. We want to carry that ideal in our heart and go forward as best we can, pushing towards that ideal. So Kulashekar Maharaj is praying like that. So next we have prayers by the demigods. We'll do one more.
So faith also for material things, or there is another?
Well, it's a perverted reflection of Shraddha. So, but because it's part of the fabric of reality, it has to be in the reflection also. So everybody's got faith. The scientists who don't believe in God, they have faith in their theories. Even if they won't admit it, they don't know everything. They have to have faith that what they're concluding and thinking is correct. And so, based on that faith, they build an illusion that they know what the truth is. But then the truth is changing every 5 or 10 years, if not faster than that. The theories that they had in the 90s when I was in university are now completely different, particularly in physics and biology, like Maharaj was telling us. They're